Hey everyone, this is Angel from Resolve, and I want to show you how you can use Resolve on Quest to review 3D models of equipment in a shared pass-through environment. What this means is if you're in the same location as several people and you want to all look at the same piece of virtual equipment as if it were in front of you, you can all put on a Quest and then place that equipment in front of you and then do a walkthrough together using some of the pass-through augmented reality features that are already live on Resolve on the Quest store. We recently recorded a video with our team doing a AR pass-through review together. So I'm going to walk you through what exactly is going on in the footage here. So here I'm wearing my Quest 3 and I'm in Resolve with two of my colleagues, Steph and Chris, and you can see that their avatars are overlaid exactly where they're standing. And as we move around, the avatars stay in sync because we are using what is called Quest spatial anchors, shared spatial anchors to be specific, which allow us to anchor a model in the real world and see it in the same relative location. So right now we're reviewing this floating model of the robot facility, and it's in pass-through mode and it's in the dollhouse view. So it's in front of us, but I can zoom in using Resolve's dollhouse controls. And now I've put a piece of equipment in the room. I've put this robot arm in front of us, and we're all looking at it as if it were there in that room with us. You can see here we're switching between views because everyone is seeing their relative view of the robot arm. So from where I'm standing, I see the back of the arm, but from where Chris is standing, he sees the front of the arm. And just like if we had a real life prototype of this equipment, he can call me over to look at something on my side. But what you can't do with the real life prototype is shrink it down and see it in the context of the facility or quickly move over to another piece of equipment like you can see here. So if you have pieces of equipment or skids that you are reviewing in your model, not only can you look at them in Resolve's full immersive mode, you can also zoom into them in one-to-one scale in the pass-through mode and then use the shared spatial anchor feature to do a group review with people in a common environment. So here we're simulating looking at some of the space requirements and accessibility to one of these robot arms. What if we had to service it? And again, it's like if this piece of equipment is in front of us in real life, we can walk up to it and we're all seeing it from our relative positions. But it's anchored to that same location for all of us. So as we move around, it's not drifting around for all of us. It's staying in that part of the room that we anchored it to, and all of us see it in that same exact position. And I think this type of collaborative, immersive review that switches into pass-through mode, reviewing just specific pieces of equipment, can be really helpful. The old saying is measure twice, cut once. If you are building prefab components and skids, now you can see them in front of you with your team, do walkthroughs with stakeholders, get feedback, and then go to the shop and fabricate more final versions of the prototypes that you want. In the Resolve Dollhouse mode, you can also use the section plane to cut through the top of a building. Maybe you want to cut away the ductwork, or you have several stories and you only want to look at one at a given time. Here you can see all you have to do is grab the handles on the dollhouse table, and then you can cut through the top of a model. Of course, one of the very cool things you can do is give each other high fives in the pass-through mode because you can see other people and they can see you. It's pretty easy to do this today. All you need is the Resolve app, which you can get from the Quest store, a 3D model uploaded to Resolve, and of course the team that you're going to review with and an area to do this in. From there, you open Resolve's Dollhouse mode, where we have an AR button that will toggle the pass-through mode so you can now see the environment around you using the color pass-through on the Quest 3 or the Quest Pro. We support this on Quest 2 as well, but it's going to be black and white. And then when you're ready to sync the position of the model with the rest of your team, you press the share position button, which will anchor the model to your physical location and share the coordinates with them so that the model snaps to that same location for them and same orientation. And now you're walking around the model as if it were in front of you. If you haven't checked it out, we have a really cool case study where one general contractor in Singapore saved $3 million in just 3 months of reviewing equipment and a huge data center model in Resolve. If you want to try this out, then you can request a demo in the link below, reach out to our team, and we will get you set up so that you can upload your largest facility models to Resolve and review them on the Quest in both VR and pass through AR like you saw here.